Hi, my name's Tracy, and in this video we're going to cover code transfers on Scribe. If you want to enter a code transfer, you need to head to the Transactions menu and select Code Transfers. Code transfers exist on Scribe to move actuals from one code to another. They are not used to amend the budget. If you want to amend the budget on Scribe, then you need to scroll down to your Setup menu and select your cost codes. If you want to edit the budget, use the three vertical dots on the right-hand side and edit the cost code. You have the budget at the bottom, so simply overkey the budget with the new value that you want. And then don't forget to add a note to say why there has been a change in the budget. Do make sure that you save your changes. Code transfers should not be used to correct any miscoding transactions. So if you have entered a payment or a receipt with the incorrect code, then simply head to the transaction and the payment, go into the relevant item and edit the allocation of the cost code. So we can see here, if this one shouldn't be allocated to staff salary, you can change it from here. Heading back to the actual transactions and code transfers themselves. These transfers exist to allow you to make actuals from one code to another. So, for example, you may have all of your office costs for stationery in one central admin code, and then every so often, let's say quarterly, you allocate them out to a department that uses them. For example, the parish office, a village hall, or a support centre. The idea being then that you don't have to allocate each individual transaction out to each specific department at the time that you use it, but you have a central pot that you can allocate it out to. To add a transfer, click on to the top right-hand corner, edit and add a new record. Enter a date for your transfer, the amount. If it's a payment, then select a payment transfer. If it's a receipt, then allocate it out as a receipt transfer. Take it from the code that you're allocating it to. In this example, I'm going to say that I allocate everything out for my grass cutting to a central code of grounds maintenance. And then on a monthly basis, I'm going to transfer that over from the grounds maintenance to apportion some of it to the lawns cemetery. You get an automatic comment here for code transfer. If you want to, you can update to that to sort of say grass cutting allocated to cemetery. Clicking on to add will then populate it into this list for you. Once it's added, you can use the three vertical dots on the right hand side to either edit or delete the code transfer. Once you've added it, your summary report and all the other associated reports, including your reserves, if linked, will automatically be updated. So my code transfers here will show £100 less in my grass cutting and £100 more in the lawns. It is worth noting that this will, as I said, pre-fill the year-end reports as well, but it will not overstate them. So in this example of adding a £100 code transfer, it's not going to increase your box 6 because it's not an actual payment. It's just moving the allocation from one cost code to another. If you'd like to be able to see this and review them with all of the other transactions, then you can view a report by heading down to your summary reports and viewing the detailed cost centre report. Use the filter option in the top right-hand corner to include transfers. You can select specific cost codes or you can run them for all. I'm just going to look up my grass cutting for here and view that report. And we can simply see now that with the code transfers, I've actually deducted £200 from my grounds maintenance grass cutting cost code, and I've added it to the lawns here. So total value spent is still the £580. Instead of all being allocated to this one cost code, now £200 has been allocated to the other one.